Hi, I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot. Welcome back to another 10 Talk Tuesday. Today I want to talk about the dark side of divination. That's coming up right after this. Hi, welcome back. So, as tarot readers, we are the ones that bring light into the darkness. We are ones that are there to help and to encourage. But often tarot is used for a different purpose. Tarot is used to spy, to pry, and to actually be used in dark satanic rites, or let's not say satanic rites, but dark rites. So what I want to talk to you about though is using tarot to do harm. And there is a very, very easy way that you can do this. And that is by messing with the questioner's mind. Now you say to me, but Matthew, what possible reason could I have for deliberately using the tarot to misinform, frighten, or even terrify my client? There are probably a lot of reasons. Revenge. If they hold a grudge against this particular person, they could use the cards as a way of giving them a bad reading. All right. Perhaps this person doesn't know that they've done anything wrong to the reader or to their friend who's a tarot reader, and the tarot reader can then terrify them and scare them by giving a really, really sort of dark reading. And unfortunately, there's something called a self-fulfilling prophecy, where you can actually give a very dark reading and a very negative reading and a terrifying reading, and that might actually come to pass because of the choices you have almost subconsciously instilled in the questioner. Okay, some deep stuff here today, guys. Bear with me. The other way that you can use tarot in a bad way is by incorporating tarot cards into black magic or bad magic. Okay, hexes, curses, that sort of thing. You don't have to be a witch to create a hex or to put a curse on someone. We do this by projecting our energy out. So if we work up enough negative energy, we can actually push that energy out, direct it actually at someone specific. Okay, and that's pretty much how these hexes and things work. Okay, if you are a witch, please comment below. I'd love to hear whether I'm on the right track here. I'm not a witch, so I'm not that clued up. But from what I understand, it is this pushing out of negative energy with a very, very strong focus. And you can, obviously we know as tarot readers and as people who work with the tarot, that tarot cards are an amazing way of focusing. You can focus so much energy into a card, okay, and the card will absorb this energy like a sponge. So if you are focusing that negative, heavy, dark energy, I wanted to say evil, satanic, demonic, but that's not right. It's just a dark, heavy energy into that card. You now have a card that is saturated with this negative energy. It's actually heavy with it. It's like a battery that's fully charged. Okay, and you can store that negative energy in that card. I know this sounds really strange, but it's true. But you can actually use that stored energy when you need it to push out into the universe. Don't forget that with every dark dealing, it will come back to you. All right, it's called karma. All right, so beware of karma, because karma does come back to bite you on the ass. However, using tarot, which is a system that has been designed to assist and to guide, by using that to mislead people or send them onto the wrong path is a very wicked thing to do. Okay, it's something that is happening out there more and more, especially with our world the way it is. I see a lot of hate and a lot of anger out there, especially at the moment with the lockdown in place and with all this stuff that's happening in America. Today is the 15th of June 2020 if you are watching this in the future. So there is really a lot of anger and a lot of hate, and it's very easy to harness that and to store it in tarot, in your cards, in your decks. It's very easy to scoop that up. Okay, it's very easy to imbue your tarot deck with your own hatred, your own racism, your own negativity, your own culturalism. Okay, it's very easy to put that stuff into the cards, and even using the cards when you do, for instance, if you do a reading for someone who you're not terribly fond of. Let's say you have a racist streak in you, and a black person comes in to actually have a reading, and you inadvertently push this negativity, push this darkness, push your own agenda onto the reading. That is dark divination. Okay? Doesn't mean that you're using a dark deck. The darkness comes from inside you. All right? And I think we have to be very aware of this. We have to be not only aware of this darkness that is within ourselves, that is, and every single one of us has this. Come on, guys, we all know this. I'm being very politically incorrect here. We all have a little streak of something in us. Okay? And if you tell me that you don't, you're lying. And I'm telling you to your face, you're lying. All right? Nobody is created without a flaw. Okay? We all have our little flaw. And if you are going to take that little flaw and project it out, that's a dark thing. That's a wicked thing to do. So be aware of your own darkness, all right? And try not to allow it, that dark part of yourself or your psyche to influence your reading, okay? Because then it starts becoming dark divination. And I'm not talking about the other stuff like using cards in spells and hexes and things, which we've spoken about now, and you can see where I was going with that. But I'm talking about your own, projecting your own darkness and your own heaviness and your own negativity onto the cards and passing that on to your client and saying, there, you deal with it. Okay? Misinterpreting readings deliberately to scare clients. Okay? And then selling them a candle that will take all that negativity away. That's a wicked thing to do. All right? And that is a part of dark divination. It's a part of being, it's you being a part of that whole underhanded, seedy side of divination. Whether you are reading cards, whether you are into tasseography, whether you are doing palmistry, misleading your clients is a form of dark divination, because you never know where that will lead. People come to you in a very distressed manner. A lot of people are mentally distressed when they come to you. And a lot of them just need a little nudge to push them over the edge. I don't think a lot of us realize that. And if your darkness, if your prejudice and your dark side, whatever it might be, comes into play and creates a dark, heavy reading or a dark form of divination, you could be the one responsible for so many wrongs. Okay? You need to take ownership of this, and you need to understand that dark divination is there all the time. It doesn't have to be the witch in the woods with her cauldron and her dark tarot deck. Okay? It's here amongst us. It's like the monkey on our back, as it were. All right? It's here all the time, and we need to be so aware of it. Okay? So, as I said to you, think about dark divination. Think about whether you are a part of this movement of darkness that is amongst us at the moment, that is rearing its head at the moment in so many ways. You can either go down that path, and it's a dark, slippery slope, or you can be a part of the light. All right? I'm Matt from Tubby Tarot. I'll see you next week.